So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 Netflix series that I would recommend for you guys to watch. I'll give you a brief overview on the plot and explain why I like the show. I hope if you have not seen these TV series I'm going to recommend to you, that you go and watch them. It's important to note that I put these shows in no particular order, so I don't think one is better than the other. But if you guys think one is better than the other, I'll be interested to hear your opinion. First series I'm going to recommend to you guys to watch would be OZAR. OZAR was released on July 21st, 2017, and there are currently 4 seasons in this TV series. Marty Bird, the guy on the right, is the main character. This story follows a former ordinary accountant who moves his family to the Ozark and ends up working for the cartel. He builds up businesses to help launder cartel money. We follow the Bird family through all the problems they face, albeit with the cartel or people around them, which makes for an exciting watch. Each member of the Bird family really well, which is actually really good. And you also meet other important characters in the Ozark, such as Ruth, who's the girl on the left. I believe she really sticks out in this show, and you actually come to enjoy her character as the show goes on. So what do I like about the show? Uh, I believe the show is very entertaining. I really enjoyed watching it. There's quite a lot of action. It's very balanced between action and drama. I also like the dynamics of the Bird family. In most drug shows like Breaking Bad, there's always usually the family doesn't really know what the dad is up to or the parents are up to, and when they find out it's this big commotion. I like the fact that the whole Bird family is in on the drug business, and they don't argue with each other about the morality of it, which in previous like TV shows I've always found quite annoying. So I believe that's what I like about it. I also like the character of Marty Bird. He's a very relatable character, and I believe that if you guys will watch this show, you will enjoy it. And if you do, just let me know in the comments. TV show I recommend is going to be Stranger Things. Stranger Things was released on the 15th of July 2016. I remember watching this when when I just started university actually, and there are currently 4 seasons in Stranger Things. Follows a group of young friends as they try to figure out and battle supernatural occurrences that occur in their town. The character on the right of the screen, 11, is one of the main characters of the show. She's introduced in season 1, and you get to know her through and see her through her interaction with the group of other young friends in the show as well. I personally promise this show is very entertaining and was one of my favorites. I would highly recommend this show. Things I like about this show is I like the action in it, I like the mystery in it, I like the horror in it. I believe this show they're gonna add another season to it, especially how the last season ended. Uh, it's crazy to think that I've been watching this since 2016, but yeah, I will highly recommend watching the show if you haven't yet watched it yet. Moving on, my next TV series that I recommend for you guys to watch, and one of my favorites, is Power. The first episode of Power was released on the 1st of April 2016, and there are currently 6 seasons, so there's quite a few episodes for you to watch if you haven't watched anything yet. As you know, it's hard to summarize the whole of Power into the whole plot into just a quick little video, as there are 6 seasons. But basically, the whole synopsis of the show is that it's based around the main character on the right of the screen, James St. Patrick, who's the black guy, and Tommy Egan, who's the white guy. And basically, they run a drug empire or drug network, and they're trying to. James St. Patrick is trying to get out of the drug business because he realizes that there's literally no long-term future, whilst Tommy Egan is still in the drug business or still wants to stay in the drug business. And basically, we just go through all the trials and tribulations that running a drug company entails, such as snitching, betrayal, also family problems and stuff like that. Things I like about this show, it's very entertaining. There's a lot of very uh, interesting scenes, I would say. Um, what I think a lot of twists and turns that you wouldn't expect. There's a lot of mainstream actors in the show for those who like that sort of thing. I would highly recommend watching the show. It's very, very gripping to watch. I watched anytime they release a season, I'll watch it very fast. So I'll highly recommend it. And there's quite a few spin-offs to this show now. Another show I'll recommend is Daredevil. Daredevil's first episode was released on the 10th of April 2015, and there are currently 3 seasons of this show. Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock is the guy on the left of the screen. He basically is a lawyer by day, with crime fighting superhero by night. He's blind, so he uses his other senses. His other senses are enhanced to help him fight crime. He's basically trying to fight the crime in his town he lives in, which is Hell's Kitchen. Would I recommend this? Yes, it's one of my favorite TV series on Netflix, especially the 3rd season. I feel like most TV shows, as the seasons go on, it doesn't have that initial excitement, but in Daredevil, as the seasons go on, I think it gets more exciting as it goes on. Also his relationship with his friends, and now he's been brought into the wider Marvel space. So I highly recommend this show to watch. The TV series I recommend is Narcos. Narcos' first episode was released on the 20th of August 2015, and with regards to the life of Pablo, I think there's only 2 seasons dedicated to it. 2 seasons, 10 episodes each, I believe. I think this 3rd season goes on to a different story, but I believe dedicated to the ones I recommend dedicated to Pablo, the first 2 seasons. So the first 2 seasons of Narcos follow the rise and fall of Pablo. The first season mainly covers his rise, about how he started, about how he grew his business, and the second season is mainly focused on his fall. Obviously, there's more to the plot than just that, but it's basically just following the life of Pablo. What I liked about the show, it's very entertaining. It's probably one of the most entertaining series I've ever watched. I believe I watched season 1, I almost watched it in a whole day, so that's always a good sign for entertaining. Yeah, so I'll highly recommend for you guys to watch this if you want to. Season, which is mainly covers the first 2 seasons. We then move on to Narcos Mexico and the other versions of Narcos. Would I recommend the other Narcos series? Yes, I would recommend them. Narcos Mexico is also very entertaining. It's mainly centered around the Cali cartel, and also the rise of uh, also Felix, and also the first, I believe they started selling weed and then they moved on to other things. So I highly recommend watching it. It's also very educational and very entertaining too at the same time. So just don't just stop at the first 2 seasons of Narcos. Actually continue watching it. Watch all the other spin-off series, and maybe even there are other shows like El Chapo on Netflix. Maybe even give that a watch. I'll recommend it. So thanks for watching. I hope if you're looking for new TV series to watch, the ones I recommend, um, you could go and actually watch them for yourselves. If you have watched them, let me know. If you have any other shows that I may have missed, I'm sure I've missed a lot because there are quite a few shows on Netflix. These are just the ones that just came to my mind. Put them in the comments below. And thank you for watching this show.